You know what's really weird? I just noticed this. If you guys aren't paying attention, you know how things move around us and life moves very quickly? So, like, when you're watching life, you see that there's a time, right? That certain things may occur. So, let's just make there, I per, maybe some sort of just high accusation that something may or may not occur tomorrow, right? And if it does allegedly occur, like at a certain time, a message that somebody is supposedly giving us, right? Think about it. Then isn't that kind of not weird that a particular certain warning system that has allegedly not been possibly used in 3 years all of a sudden decide that it's now going to start again after a certain alleged long time? So let's say that tomorrow, for example, they allegedly do have a system that all it just starts at the same time for 1 minute continuously, right? Now, that doesn't seem weird because, yeah, of course, you get Amber Alerts or alleged messages certain times when things happen, but isn't it kind of weird how supposedly today Kevin McCarthy gets thrown out of office? We've known about and let's just say that there's supposed knowledge about in a certain supposed alert that may occur at a certain time. If it was to go off tomorrow, say allegedly at a certain time, and all phones, electronic devices, radios, TVs, all play that same thing at the same simultaneous same time, direct time, all in sync. Now, isn't that weird how allegedly, probably a week ago, that may have been known about? But it's kind of weird because supposedly Kevin McCarthy, well, is getting thrown out. There's allegations that Nancy Pelosi may come back, which is kind of odd. But do you notice how all of these things may supposedly be coming together for a particular reason? Now, if you pay attention to what I'm saying, some of you are going to look at me and think, Romeo, you high as shit, you dumb as shit. Okay, fine. But if you listen to these messages that I've said to you, and you understand, or not even messages, but if you understand what I'm saying to you in a certain way, that maybe you would understand that those who don't believe in coincidence, it's kind of not really coincidental, right? It could be purposefully done. But again, I could be a conspiracy theorist, an alleged conspiracy theorist. Well, I would probably be labeled as that anyway, because that kind of is really hypothetical that it would supposedly occur, right? But what's weirder about it is how in the hell do we not know about this shit? How are we not paying attention to allegedly our government doing or possibly doing certain things at certain times that are just really objectively questionable? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Picturing this, if you will. Let me throw you a good picture that I will paint beautifully. It'll be a fucking Picasso. I promise you this. If you don't get it, let me try to help you more understand. So you think of, like, you have an object, like a merry-go-round, right? It goes round and round in a circle, right? So let's say there are certain only cool people in that circle. So if there's only cool people in that circle, what is everyone else going to be treated as? Lesser equal, right? So if, let's say, we know people that may be in a cool club, right? But we don't want to name names because anybody could put themselves in a cool club. You could go, I'm cool. You ain't cool. That person ain't cool. That person ain't cool, but I'm cooler. You could put yourself in a cool club if you wish. But for these people, there's a certain way about it that they will let you into their club. See? It's really not a hypothetical, preposterous thought and theory. I know some of you are going to go, well, fucking, you're just psychotic. Did you do drugs? Did you smoke too much pot? No, fucking, I just grow more pair of balls to actually say shit that fucking makes sense. And still not give no fucks about what people say about me when I have to say shit about it. Don't like it? Oh well. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. From now on, this is a point of my life where I've been attuned to these things. Like, if you are so good at reading little tiny, like, in between the line type hints of life and how life may give you clues, it's almost like that TV show Blue's Clues, if you think about it. It's so close to Blue's Clues. I mean, hell, any 90s kid would know what the fuck is Blue's Clues, and why the fuck are you talking about a child's kid show when you're a grown-ass motherfucking man? Because I can, bitch! Get over it! It's sir. Because actually, it's relatable. It's fucking relatable. There is no way that this shit is not relatable to the TV shows we've seen. Look at the fucking Simpsons. How many freaking times have they predicted shit? And shit that they predicted came to truth. So what if my prediction isn't far-fetched? Well, Romeo, you still could be wrong. Pussy. Okay, don't bite me. I bite back. Arr. Well, you're a conspiracy theorist. Fucking, you put me in whatever category you choose to put me in. If you want to call me a conspiracy theorist, then fine, I guess I am. Whatever, whoop-de-fucking-do. Congratulations, you know how to label people. Jackass. What, do you want, a cookie from Daddy? I bet you would. Cookie. And I'm sure you're going to be sitting there, some of y'all scratching your fucking hairy-ass necks trying to figure out what the fuck you're going to say to rebuke what I say. Fucking, I'm like Jesus. I'm like Slim Jesus. I know how to fucking say shit that makes shit sense. I can make shit sound like not shit. What can you do, fucking? How many licks does it take to get the center of the Tootsie Pop, bro? Well, that makes a lot of sense now that you think about it. Well, duh. Because Romeo actually is smart. He ain't stupid. But he's satirically comical. Bite me. Rawr. And there's some of you that will actually probably sit there and scratch your fucking heads and go, holy shit, never thought about this. Now I'm starting to see where this comes from. It's not anything that nobody's paid attention to. I mean, hell, Jesus even fucking predicted the future. Look at what happened now. Oh, Jesus doesn't exist. Okay, for you atheists, y'all tripping on some fucking weird shit, y'all. I don't know what the fuck y'all tripping on, but whatever kind of mushroom you be smoking or chewing on, don't be doing that shit again, boo-boo. No, Fluffy. Get off that shit. Cause that's some weird, dumb shit. If you want to look at the honest truth, whatever God you believe in, or whatever higher power you choose to see it as, be honest. This is happening for a reason. If this is truly happening before our under our fucking noses, it's a little bit weird, fuggins, that when people don't pay attention to this shit, they're like, oh, it's the same shit over and over again. Yeah, because it's like a game of fucking chess, not checkers. It's chess. You gotta play the game, but wait to find a way to cheat, allegedly, somehow, in chess. So how you cheat in chess? Allegedly making moves that are not fair, or taking away pieces, or moving pieces to a certain direction. Supposedly, if you do that in chess, you get caught, you get disqualified. But if you don't get caught, then you won't have to deal with repercussions. See? Oh, you're so cute and smart, Romeo. Ooey gooey, Daddy. Well, of course, but Daddy Romeo's got more for you little pups. How about this for a nice pair of shoes to run in? Again for Congress, allegedly. Somebody that we supposedly already have dealt with may or may not be thinking about coming back again. Oh, don't worry, sweet cheeks, it's not Biden. Because we already know he's on the way to a nursing home in about, maybe another month or so? If the impeachment goes through, he's on his way to a fucking happy little funny farm where he can have fun all the time and pretend in the basement he's alleged president. All he wants. He can even pretend he's still president. We don't care. But we care that these other people might supposedly may or may not come back. That we don't want. Oh, but that's scary. Help me, Daddy. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but everybody's on their fucking own. I'm not going to pick and choose how many people will understand what I just said. But if you understand what I said, then good for you. You figured out, basically, some shit's going on in our world. And people aren't just not paying attention to it. They're ignoring it. Is it because of technology? Is it because of just distracted by media? Which is technology, basically, but I think it's technology that really fucked us over. But you gotta think about this. When it comes to doing certain things and saying certain things, people can take shit out of context all they want, right? But when something's in front of you and you're like, you know what, that fucking makes sense, because maybe it's not the answer, but it's plausible, right? But what if there's no harm in believing in something? Because what's the chance of you losing? If you get it right, you get it right. Congratulations. You don't get a fucking cookie for being smart. Hell no. I've never got a fucking cookie for being smart. And as smart as I sometimes feel like I am and am not sometimes, this just makes some sense. It's logical sense making. Think about this, fuggins. Think about this, y'all. This makes perfect damn sense, doesn't it? Under our own nose, the opponents in our chess game that we are playing are possibly doing moves that they're not supposed to make in this chess game. So how do we beat them? By either calling it out or possibly playing dirtier than them. But if we play dirtier than them, then it could be like the Eddie Guerrero scenario where Eddie throws the chair at the opponent and then falls down. Then a referee turns around and finds Eddie on the floor and the opponent with the chair. Yeah, it's kind of almost like that if you think about it. We could do that. But look at how many times Eddie Guerrero got supposedly caught when he did it. A few times. Right? Maybe, yeah, possibly more than not. Maybe sometimes not a whole bunch. But if you play that same dirty game that your opponents are playing in this chess game, what happened? They could do the Eddie Guerrero move and make the ref turn around and see that they were not playing dirty, but you're playing dirty in the chess game. Or certain people, the other person is cheating in the game. Think about that, Fuggins. Bye.